Welcome everybody. Today we're going to get into some photography I've been doing all week. I've done a pretty great IRL stream on Tuesday. I'm not sure if you were here, but if you were here, I got the shots to show you that I worked on that day. As well, yesterday, I did a paid test or a model photography shoot. So today we're going to share that. Let's get into what I've been working on. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you are smiling. This is street photography from Tuesday. I challenged myself to go out. Welcome, Julie. I'm glad you're here. I challenged myself to go out and shoot 10 street portraits. That was my goal. So let's have a look at the results, yeah? All right, this gentleman was Italian. From Italy. I quite like this. I'm going to go through and flag my favorites. It's like a super simple smile shot. This one I don't mind. Actually, these are pretty, these are all pretty good. Unfortunately, I wish I had have noticed when I shot the, this thing under his neck, but I think I can live with it. This is good too. It's a good smile. That's a blink. We can get rid of that. This is strong as well. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. This is another good shot. This is the second guy I shot. I actually really like this. This is a good vibe. Blink. Let's check the mouth focus. It's not... Yeah, I'm focusing on the far eye instead of the close one. This one's better. It's focused on the right eye. This one I'm gonna unmark. Yeah, when you're shooting with such a narrow depth of field, that one's a good one here. And the guys on the motorcycle. Let's go, Vicky. Glad you're here. Do you remember those guys on the motorcycle? Let's see what that looks like. Yo, that's so great. I'm really liking this. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, that's actually even better than the first one. Let's undo that. Let's mark that one. That's great. It doesn't even look like they're on a motorcycle. That one's a little bit too much pushed to the left. But that's dope. I don't know if these guys sent me their contact information. Yeah, that was a good sesh. Yeah, like, just fun, you know? This guy, this was my third portrait. I just grabbed this. I feel like I wish this was pushed over to the right a little bit. Not sure what I was cutting out on the left side there. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's that one. This one could be okay. Now there's a distraction. The lady in the background, blue jacket. We're gonna get rid of her. Guy in the burgundy. It's a little bit of camera shake. Lots of distractions. But that's something. This is something. It's a little bit of camera shake. That's something. That's something. Okay, so we got something out of this. I know many of you are saying that you're anxious to see this. It's a little dark. That's better. Still a little dark. I can fix it. It's not like the end of the world. That's a bit better in exposure. Yeah, there's some shots here. I don't know if you guys remember how far I had to... Let's go, Sergio. Glad you're here, buddy. Sergio, I'm sure you guys were asking me about these particular shots that I just made Tuesday. The stuff that I shot in Nathan Phillips. I remember you guys are saying that this is the stuff that you were really excited to see. So these are those portraits. So there's some stuff there. I'm just marking as I go through. I had to move back so far to get this Toronto shot. There's something there. There's something there. There's something there. Something there too. Oh, I like that. With the motion blur in the background, this is great. Yeah. That's definitely my favorite. Something there. There's definitely something there. Love this. This is crazy. I love this shot. I got a couple more like this. Just about how straight the lines are. There's definitely something here. And this one. I really like this. Straightening the lines is going to be tricky, but there's something here for sure. For sure. Hope you guys like it. Okay, so that's the end of that particular session. That's the end of that first session. Let's go into the ones that I picked. Flagged. Let's do a little bit of adjustments. First thing we're going to do is, I mean, the exposure is good on this. Exposure is good on this. Do a little straightening. Even the straighten is pretty good on this. All right, guys, thank you, by the way, for tuning in right now. I got all the good vibes for you. Glad you guys are here. Yeah, I shouldn't have done anything. Exactly what I thought. Maybe bump the shadows just a touch, but not much. Pull the highlights down a touch, but not much. Give it a little vibrance. Give a real white balance. Yes, much warmer. Much warmer. Little vignette. I pull in the lens correction vignetting and then a little bit of post-crop vignetting. Still feels a little bit more yellow than I'd like. Let's try auto white balance. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Yeah, that's a better white balance in the back off of this white. Gives me a cleaner balance than off this. And then I'm going to just hit all of these with the same setting. All right. Okay, let's look at these now. Much better. Much better. I feel like these haven't caught up with the preview yet. That one just looks a little light. Where's my preview? There it is. Gonna straighten this one a little. It's really hard to see with that overlay. I want him to be a bit more centered. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, let's see the two from this next gentleman. I think I'm gonna just drop the highlights a touch. Push the shadows a touch. Not too much. Let's get a proper color balance. That's much warmer. That's nice. Much nicer. And a little post-crop vignetting. Just a touch on him. And then we're going to hit both of these with the same treatment. Which that's really nice. Yeah, I can appreciate that. See what this looks like. Adding a little bit of warmth to all of these photos, I think, is really helpful. This guy's got his eyes closed in the back, so we're not going to use that as a pick. And then color balance wise, let's do auto. It's a little warmer. Auto exposure is a bit bright. It's not horrible though. It's just a little bit too much shadows. And I still see a little bit too much green in this. Is there something white that I can color balance? White, black, or gray? That's pretty close, I guess. Let's see what the auto straighten does. Could not automatically straighten this photo. Funny, straight is there. And that's cutting too much of this photo. So I definitely can't do that. Let's reset that crop. A shot, that's the whole thing, yep. Okay, let's put that same treatment on all of these. By the way, guys, if you want to ask me any questions, I'm for sure here. I'm super excited. I made 2 videos today. I filmed 2 videos today. I just have to edit them. But I'm getting better at batch filming my videos and not just like setting up and shooting one video. I'm setting up and shooting multiple videos. So I did that today. I'm pretty hyped. You guys don't get to know what they're about yet. Always trying new things, man. That's really the goal. Auto. Better. See what auto looks like here. Yeah, it's almost this. It's virtually the same. Virtually the same. Yeah, it's starting to get better with the exposure. This one I'm not sure I feel... Yeah, that's better, better. Ah, thanks, Julie. Appreciate that. Julie's giving me the flames. You guys got to know the reactions. Everything that you do every time you give me a reaction. Yeah, I see it here in OBS. It looks really dope. So thank you. I appreciate that. I see all your reactions. I see all your hearts. Okay, this looks like something. Let's go. I appreciate that. And yo, by the way, guys, the news, if you've been watching my stream, if you've been watching my channel, if you've been watching and you've been helping and trying to help me get to that spot, we're 250 hours away. Like, I'm this much away. So we should get there in the next couple of weeks. If you're doing that, just stay at it. We're going to get there. I appreciate you. And then I'll never have to talk about it again. So I appreciate everybody out there who's been playing my playlists. Thank you. There's definitely something here, but I feel like I can bring more out of this photo. Just the exposure alone definitely helped that. Helped out a lot. And then I think I'm going to crop in and just bring this in so it's past the wood. I could even go more, but I do like the scale. And I like being able to give him room as if it could be a cover. But I do feel him like leaning forward a bit. We gotta straighten that. That's better. There you go. Okay, I'll take that. That's better. Better. All right. By the way, we are powered by Epidemic Sound. I signed up for Epidemic Sound recently because, you know, I just wanted to not be stressing about copyright music on YouTube. Music is such a factor. So I wanted to have music for my videos as well as stuff that I could play during my podcast. So we've been messing with Epidemic Sound for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I'm trying to play a little bit of like music in the background just for like a little bit of, you know, just keeps the vibe going, keeps the vibe nice, especially when I'm doing a work session, you know? It just makes it cool. It makes it go by fast. It makes it feel like you're here working with me. I love it. Okay, so as far as the dread, the best are here, I would say. Let's just copy this across here. Although it's a bit high in shadows. That shirt's not really quite as black as I would like it to be. So let's pull back the shadows. Wow. Okay. We can afford to lose all the shadows. Take them back to 0. Exposure. Can pull the exposure down a bit. I don't want to go too far. Let's go plus 10. I believe that. We're just going to copy this plus 10 across the rest. See what that looks like. I'm excited to show you the shoot from yesterday. I shot a model yesterday from the Ukraine. Julie was nice enough to come and assist, which was awesome. Yeah, there's some stuff here. There's some stuff here. This one I'm not sure about. I might have to crop this one in. I'm not sure I like my cropping there. Hello. Here we go. Like, can I do that with this picture? Or is it better there? Hello? Yeah, I kind of like that. That's closer to what the other ones are. This now looks a bit dark. This needs some exposure for sure, yeah? Julie, I'm so glad you came. I was doing a photo shoot yesterday. The model is from the Ukraine. So you have to imagine, I'm shooting somebody. I'll show you this stuff in a second, but he's from the Ukraine. He speaks very little English, and I just wanted to, first of all, give Julie someone to hang out with from her motherland. And also, Julie also acted as a translator, which was amazing. I wasn't even thinking of that, like her coming and helping to translate, but she helped a lot. She's from your neighboring city. Amazing, Julie. Okay, so let's recover the exposure on these ones now for this last little bit. Oh my god, look at that color once that color comes back. Look at this once the color comes back, bro. Look at that. Way better. Way better. Look at this guy's skin. Way betterer. Let's do some lens corrections and some post-crop vignetting. Not too much. Okay, so we're going to copy the same on the whole thing, but we are going to change them one by one. Yeah, let's do these one by one. This is going to be too bright, obviously. But I really like when I'm hitting auto here, it's kind of nailing the exposure. Like you can see it pretty much nailed that again. With the yellow and the white. And then that's going to be my straight. Right there. I think I went too far. I think I went too far with the straightening. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to push him too far that way. Yeah, that's better. I can deal with that, yeah? I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Okay, let's fly through this because I still want to... I think with our Ukrainian friend, we're not going to go as in depth. Although I did shoot some behind the scenes, I'm hoping to be able to make a little bit of a BTS video from yesterday's shoot. Okay, there's some stuff here. And then let's see what I would do here with this Toronto sign. See what we're going to do with this Toronto sign. Oh, it definitely looks cool. Definitely looks cool. I like it. Okay, just the last couple of shots that I'm just really into. Like, I kind of just want to mess with. This one here. Let's take the previous. And... yeah, I love this. With the cars and without. Love it. Let's go. All right. Why am I getting such low frames right now? What's, how many things do I have open that shouldn't be open? Should we quit some programs? Let's quit this, and yeah, that'll do. Quit those. All right. Without the car, really love this. It's definitely something. The preview's just loading in case you're seeing it not sharp on your screen. There it is. Beauty. Okay, let's dive into these cityscapes. Let's get into these cityscapes. Am I losing some of the integrity? Yes. I think +1 is good. Let's see what the straightening does on the auto straighten. Okay, that helped. That helped. Okay, so we're going to copy that to all of these. See what that looks like. See what that looks like minus the straighten. Okay, I like it. I like it. And then let's try this next one with the Royal Bank Plaza, which is the gold building. This shit looks crazy. Did I not copy over from here? Or from here? Yeah, let's copy over from here, shall we? There we go. Synchronize, please. All right. So, guys, I'm very curious as to what you're working on. Please jump into chat. Let me know what you're working on. If you're not watching this live and you're watching this after the fact, hey, tell me what the heck you got going on with your photography. I'm very curious. I always am. You know that to be true. I like to check up with you, see what's exciting you in the realm of photography. It excites me when you guys get hyped up. That's a great frame. Look at that. Look at that frame. Let's go. Definitely feeling that, yeah? You guys? It's crazy going out and shooting with this. I think I had the 100 millimeter macro. Like, look at this. Really like this stuff. There's something here for sure. Let's go, Les. I'm glad you're here, bro. Yeah, there's something definitely here. I really like this. I really like this. All right. Let's get it on. Very excited about that particular body of work. Hope you guys are as well. All right. So now let's talk a little bit about our man, Loganov. Loganov is the Ukrainian model I shot yesterday. Shot lots of frames of this guy, but seeing how he developed from the beginning of the shoot to the end is really great. We're just going to fly through it. You can see early, and I haven't done any color corrections or any exposure corrections to these as yet, but you can see early he's nervous. You can see it in his face, and this is his first professional photo shoot. So you can see early on he's relatively stiff, and I'm telling him to relax, and you can see just the difference between this photo and here, where like he's feeling just a little bit more comfortable. Making him lean, giving him an obstacle, giving him something to work off of always makes a model feel more comfortable. So you can see I gave him something to lean against. I really like this with these people walking through. I always try to catch that shot. His hands feel a little unnatural. That's something that I was constantly watching just to make sure that his hands felt real. Like in here, he feels a little bit stiff. So I'm helping him get a little bit more natural with his hands. Punching in for the headshot still, you can see he's still nervous. I had him leaning with his back. We tried that, and you can see like still he's a little bit uncomfortable. Like we haven't quite got into that right space yet. I also reminded him, like, we don't stand like that with our hands hooked like this in our pockets. We actually put our hands in our pockets. So once I switched to his hands in the pockets from them being hooked out, started to look a lot more natural. You can see how upright he is and how he kind of just starts to slump into a position that looks way more natural, way more comfortable. So really happy with how he, in basically a really small amount of shots, he kind of like snapped into it. And then when I had him back leaning with his shoulder, now that he had his hands in his pockets the right way, it's really starting to work. But I'm really conscious of his chin angle, and he was pulling his neck back. So I started to tell him to extend his neck out and down and clench his teeth so his jawline looks stronger. And you can see once I told him to do that, which he's doing here, he's clenching on the back of his jawline, started to get a lot stronger. Here is starting to get stronger, although he's in a bit of a blink there. That's the picture I wanted to show you. You can see he's starting to get into the space. He's starting to get into the head space. He's starting to feel more comfortable. Although, yes, it was a scorcher. We definitely nailed it. So, white t-shirt and jeans. Super simple. It's a no-brainer basics when it comes to picking what outfits to shoot on a model. White t-shirt, blue jeans, you can't ever fail. It's always in fashion. So I made sure that I got lots of him in this white t-shirt and jeans. Then I switched to like white t-shirt and jeans on a white background, which is today's thumbnail. The difference between how he is when his arms are like this and how uncomfortable he looks to when he puts his hands in his pockets and now he looks like a model. So I was constantly working with him, just getting him into that like swaggy sort of position. So he felt more like a model and less like a guy I was just shooting on the street. I shot some traditional headshots here with like a really nice clean crop. Cover shots, you know, directed him. He has eyes that are relatively deep set into his head, so that was a factor, but I think we worked around it. He also had a crazy wicked farmer tan because he works construction, so you can see he's literally white under there, but he has a great body, so I had to make sure that I caught some body stuff. So I shot like a Calvin Klein look with him, which is all of this work here. You know, we have to do this stuff for the ladies every once in a while, which I think is kind of cool. And then of course, this for me is the shot that I used for the thumbnail today. I shot in here where he's looking up. I just extended the background in the Photoshop beta. And onto another look. He wanted to shoot this Tokyo shirt, so I had no issues with it. I made sure that I got something that's relatively clean. So clean background, made sure that we nailed that through several different vibes. His shoes weren't great. He also wanted to wear the hat, so I made sure that I shot some of him with the hat, but because his shoes weren't great, I didn't get a lot of his feet. You can see here the shoes are not the best for a photo shoot. You can also see this piece of garbage back here that I took away after the third frame. Just how many pictures it took me to see it. Always have to scan your background, always have to be clearing your background. After I got the gray shot, I wanted to hit him on the graffiti, which I did here. I hit him on some cool graffiti with the Tokyo, and it just gave a little bit of a pop of color. I made sure that I came in and got close-ups with the hat and without. He also could use some work on his teeth, so I made sure that I got some shots with him smiling, but not too many, so his teeth aren't distracting. This is another outfit that he brought and bought, so I took him into Graffiti Alley and made sure that I could get some colorful stuff with this outfit, which was basically an athletic shirt and jersey shorts. So again, this was my least favorite outfit, but I think I made something work here. I wasn't thrilled. Keep in mind, I haven't done color or any corrections to these yet. These are straight out of camera. But I definitely think that I got something here. I really shot this look quickly because it was my least favorite. But just showing what his abs look like and getting that kind of stuff. Modeling agencies love this stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I always wanted to make sure that I had body stuff from here. So body stuff from him was necessary when you have a body like this. Out of this look, this is some of my favorite, which was having him here in this combination of wood, texture, some leaves, and graffiti. This was just a really unique spot, so I really liked this, and the color composition really matched. And then On the way back, I saw this wall of green, so I wanted to get a shot of him with his shirt off, just with green as a background. It's a totally different shot, totally different feeling. So I think I nailed that here. And then the last idea, he had a Michigan jacket. This was like a bonus look. I have a school, like just a primary school up the street from me. So I took him wearing back in the jeans and the t-shirt, which I should have done this jacket on the first look when he was wearing this. Instead, he changed out of it, changed back into it. He didn't have a lot of clothes, but we really nailed something. And I just shot him with the Michigan jacket with the school in the background and got just a bunch of like lifestyle photography with him looking like he's a university student. Although I did hate the shoes, I did need to get some full length, which we got here. And him sitting, I think, was super necessary. You can see how I framed the window right around his head, so it just zooms your eye right in on him. On the stairs, didn't work as much as I thought it would. And the last little bit of material using the fence as a background and as a little thing of texture. This was the last little bit of stuff that I tried with him, a little bit closer up. And I think overall, it's like a super successful shoot. I shot 600 frames. I shot 4 looks, and the entire shoot front to back, including conversation and meeting each other and discussing clothing and all that stuff. The whole shoot took 2 hours. So it just gives you an idea as to how fast I shoot, how fast you should shoot, and just how to like cover all your bases. You'll also notice that I shoot headshots 3/4 full length in every look, and in every look I change the idea multiple times. When you do that, you get the most options for your subject, and it gives you the most potential of like making money after the fact on post-production. So I hope that helps you. That is a little bit of a breakdown where you get to see a little bit of my behind the scenes, a little bit of my work session, and just letting you in a little bit on how I choose my favorite shots, how I shoot, and definitely how I shoot through the picture. All right, guys, are you ready for some real photo reviews? Are you ready? Are you ready for some real photo reviews? Because if you are, we can definitely get into it. If you're not, you know, we can wait until next week. Let's see if there are, in fact, photos to review. We have a photo from my brother from the same mother, which he posted on my birthday, which is this picture right here. Les, this is dope. I like this flower. I love sunflowers. I wish I had one in my house. If you want to be my friend, you can buy me a sunflower. It's a great shot, Les. It's compositionally sound. I know that you shot it with your phone instead of shooting it with your pro camera. Your pro camera is always going to be sharper, have better focus, and just be a better overall quality. So use your pro camera whenever you can. But I do appreciate that you're shooting and sharing photos with me for my birthday. All right. Because we have no photos to review, we do have, I'm just going to do a little prelim on Wayne Bailey here. Just looking at, yeah, I'm going to just do a fast review here of Wayne's website and portfolio. Wayne Bailey, I'm not sure if you're watching, but if you're watching this after the fact, I hope you find this helpful. The first thing that I'm going to say, Wayne, is you can see that you're a quality photographer and you've been shooting for a really long time. I can see that there's tons of material, there's tons of work, and it spans many genres. Diving a little deeper, what I would love you to be thinking about going on further is just how actually different all your photos are. There are some shots that seem like they go together, like this. There seems to be a black and white style that goes together, that you're using the same light. Although there is like a sort of erotic male sort of feeling to it, because you're coming with the front page that way, it becomes like a little bit, I think, extra. I would think about just the type of work that you're showing on your front page, that it's open to a wider audience. I also noticed that there's um quite a few like color photos, like this photo here and this photo here and this photo here, that looks very much like Photoshoppy as far as the treatment. You have a couple of shots that feel that way, that are a little bit posty. This picture here feels a little bit over retouched, which I notice right away. I just want you to be conscious of how many different styles you're mixing in the same portfolio. I see another effect here. I see another effect here. And when you're doing these effects, unfortunately, sometimes it lowers the quality of the overall image. So because of that, I think that that's kind of distracting. Um, what else can I say? Yeah, I think just the range from it being a shot of a kid and then sort of like a male sort of hypersexual shot in the same context. I think that that is like, it's a little off-putting. I think that you could use an edit. I also think that this technique that you're mixing in with the rest, which seems hyper Photoshoppy, looks a little dated. I also think, in general, some of your post production, like this photo here, looks like you shot it quite a while ago. It looks like some of the post production, the look and feel is a little dated. So, in general, I think that, Wayne, you're a very talented photographer. You have great skills. There's no question there. What I'd like to do is help you unify how many different styles that you're showing here. I feel like there's so many different photo techniques as well here. Like, you have some stuff that's super contrasty, you have some stuff that's heavily retouched, you have other stuff that's not retouched, you have some stuff that's very black and white contrasty, other stuff that's black and white and low contrast. Because there's such variation between your treatments, it makes it confusing when people hire you as far as like what Wayne Bailey they're going to get. So, I mean, I would love to talk with you further offline and just let you know the ways that I could help you get your website and the work to the level where I think that you would like to be. I think that you have all the skills. I think that you have all the skills as a photographer. I think how you're presenting them on your website and also mixing very old work from like 10 years ago with work that you're doing right now, and it's all just jumbled together. I think that that's what's confusing. For me, if I have a shot of my portfolio that's from 20 years ago and a shot from today, the treatment side by side, they have to look exactly like the same photo. So my photos back then were not very posty. My photos now are not very posty because my style hasn't deviated that much. I'm able to show that stuff in my book together. And anything that has sort of like has a treatment that I don't do anymore, I don't show it in my portfolio. So I hope that helps, Wayne. Guys, we are at the end of today's episode because there are no photo reviews. There's no photos, guys. I'm not sure what is happening, but if you guys are having some troubles, if you need some motivation, if you need a little bit of a jump start, like getting out there and shooting, talk to me. Leave a message in the Discord. I have a Discord community where everybody is there to just help and support and help you through those times where you might not feel like making photos. Photo submissions are how you fast track your photography. Putting a photo up for review, putting your website up for review like Wayne just did, is the quickest way for you to get insight from a pro that you wouldn't have before you did that. You could be making a mistake that's super easy to correct. I can see it right away, help you correct it so the next time you go out and shoot, you're that much better. Guys, if you like this type of content, hit the like button. Likes make this live stream go out to more people. Likes make people who haven't seen this video think that they're missing something, so they're gonna want to watch it. And also, likes tell me how I'm doing. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribing also is a great metric, and you can get notified every time I go live. I go live, you get notified. I upload a video, you get notified. Bob's your uncle. And lastly, if you like this dope ass t-shirt that I'm wearing, it's in my merch store. It's in my second merch store, which is my exclusive drops, limited drops merch store. It's in the link of the video that you're watching right now. It is about to rain. It is about to thunder. It is about to rain and thunder right here in Toronto. So I'm going to dip. I will be back here on Sunday for another episode of Behind the Picture. In the meantime, I have two videos to edit, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you got the means, check the merch store. I think I'm going to invent a whole new collection soon. So if you're thinking about copping something that you haven't got yet, do that. I might just have one merch store. Wherever you are, Canada, US, Europe, South America, leave a comment and tell me what country you watch me from. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.